Hello boys and girls, and welcome to another Warthunder commentary with the Japanese. I got told that I was neglecting the Japanese from my video, so I got you a Japanese video. Japanese with the Zero. Don't ask me what model it is. It's the level 8 Zero. The thing that just just flies and flies and flies and doesn't stop flying until it's got no wings. This thing's a beast of a machine. It really is. The turning time in historical is absolutely stupid. Stupid. But, I mean, it's not a bad little aircraft. It climbs like an absolute amazing eagle. Literally. Like it's got a jetpack on. The turn time is ridiculous. I swear it's got to be at least 11 to 15 seconds. I'm sure somebody will correct me in the comment section below. But this thing, it's got two 20s and two 7.6, and those aren't too bad, you know. So it's got quite good armament, seeing as the two 20s are mounted in the nose, I believe, or are they in the wings? Two 20s, I'm not sure. I'm sure somebody will correct me on that as well. But yeah, I thought I'd bring you some Japanese gameplay. I wanted to get a Warthunder video out because I wanted to talk about some Warthunder content. Basically, what I plan on doing, or the big thing that I have planned at the moment, I'm going to be doing some videos with a guy named Origin. Some of you may know who Origin is already if you're, if you know about Warthunder and you know, you watch quite a lot of it, you'll know about Origin, because he's quite a big Warthunder guy. I'll be doing some videos with him, because I got in contact with him. He approached me on the Warthunder forums, about if I wanted some help, and he'd be more than happy to do some videos with me. So that's pretty cool. You've got some videos coming up soon with Origin, possibly when the new patch comes out. I haven't looked myself, and when that is, I better do, because then I can plan in advance. But you've got some videos with me and Origin to look forward to. I'm not sure what we'll be doing yet. Possibly some... I don't know. We'll decide it at the time. But yeah, big thank you to Origin for that, because I'm sure my subscribers appreciate it, and I definitely do. So big thank you for him to that. But anyway, back to the gameplay. As I said, we're actually against the Russians on this one, and it goes quite in my favour. You'll see later on in the video, about 6 minutes 55-ish. I read on the Warthunder forums about this plane, which is what inspired me to play it. And these things, not only are they basically UFOs, they're practically indestructible. And what pilots were saying they were doing is, in historical, what they were doing is diving on aircraft, critting them, because the dive speed and the guns are so good, and the aim, the gun convergence isn't bad on the Zeros. It goes in a straight line, or where you want it to go, so it's not bad. But people were saying they're diving on them, and once they get close, they're tilting their wings slightly and putting their enemies into a flat spin. I thought, well, surely that would rip a wing off, but apparently for the Zero it doesn't. So I tried it, and you'll see that a little bit later on. I think it was a Yak 3 I engaged. I believe it was a Yak 3. But in the end, I actually got 2 kills in this game. So the Zero is definitely a massive tick in my book. I'll probably be playing a lot more of it. I've kind of, as I said, neglected the Japanese a little bit, because I gotta admit, I didn't really think their planes were all that good, but I'm seeing more and more people play them. I think the downside to the Japanese is that they don't have a decent jet. They only have the KI-200, which is basically a black market version of the Comet. So that's the only real reason that's drawn me away from the Japanese. But this gameplay and these types of games are kind of making me want to go over to them a little bit, because you guys know I absolutely love my Brits. I love maneuverability. I'm not too fussed about, you know, power and climb. Well, climb rate for Brits are immense, but speed and weaponry isn't particularly what I'm interested in. It's agility, because if you have the agility, you can take out any opponent, whether it's an FW-190 all the way to a MiG-15. You know, I've taken MiG-15s out with a Spitfire Mark 9 before. It can be done. It just takes time, and you got to know the right moment, and you got to play your plane right. So that's what I like the most, definitely. But the Japanese are even more maneuverable than the Brits, and like from what I can tell, the Japanese are strong as hell. I'm, you know, really being drawn over to these to the Japs. I've also, obviously, you know, I've got the review account right now, and it's got every single plane in the game unlocked. I've been playing some Japanese in arcade. Oh my god, the GA-N1 is the most hilarious plane to fly. That is the most OP bomber in the game. I actually swear. That thing, if you can imagine a B-17, it's got what? At least 8, possibly 10 50 cal machine guns, right? This thing has 8, possibly 10 20 mil machine guns. And for the turrets, I mean, for the turrets, that thing, you can fly it like a fighter. No joke, it takes out enemies one shot. It is the most ridiculous bomber I have ever flown. I've also got a pretty cool camouflage for it. It's basically a United States Air Force version of the Japanese bomber, and it really confuses pilots in historical. I went up against a few against the Americans in a historical match, and you know when you fly into the sun, or you're looking at a plane and oh, by the way, it's here. If you fly into the sun and you look at somebody, their name doesn't show up and like who they're from or what team. So what I was doing, I was flying just above the sun, and the Americans were coming up to me, but as soon as they saw the United States like logo underneath, they were flying away again. So it's perfect camouflage, even though it's like a banana. It's literally bright yellow camouflage on the thing. But you know, it's good. It's actually really good. I'm liking the Japanese or not. I'm enjoying the playstyle. I'm also, if you notice now, I only really play historical for my gameplay. I don't play arcade anymore, and the reason being is just I prefer historical so much more. You know, you don't have all of the whingers. Oh my god, you ram me. Oh my god, you that's bullshit. You know, that they've got proper flight models, and I'm gonna put my hands up. I was one of those people once, but now I've switched over to historical. It's definitely where my heart lies now. Historical's definitely the way forward. I would like if Gaijin put a little bit more effort into historical than there is already. I would also like when the ships and the tanks to come out. The maps are so big in a historical that I would kind of like to see ships, tanks and aircraft in the same historical maps, because you can see all of these artillery stuff around and like all the bridges. That could be really good for tank gameplay, and then you could have like ships coming down the rivers having battles with each other. You know, it could be really fun. But Gaijin have just got to push and push, because I really would like to see what the armor's going to be like first, but it's definitely the battleships that I'm going to be looking forward to. If there was going to be submarines as well, submarines is going to be amazing. I would love to have submarines. If there was submarines, I'll be playing the Germans and the Germans, US, and the Japanese, because the Japanese have the I-400, and that was like the biggest. That was like an aircraft carrier submarine. It was absolutely ridiculous. If you want to know what it is, just go search it up on Google, I-400. And I'm sure you'll find it, I-400 submarine. But that thing was amazing. But yeah, guys, definitely worth a check out, that submarine. But I was kind of thinking, if any of you guys have ever played Battle Stations Pacific or Midway, that's the kind of gameplay style I was expecting, or I'm expecting from the ships. Because that particular gameplay style is what I enjoy. It's kind of arcadey, but you can see where Gaijin could go with it. where like you can take control with different weapons. Like, for instance, you can drive the ship with WAS and D. But say if there was an aircraft incoming, you could press F, and you would switch to the AA guns. But the guns on the front of your ship will target the nearest boat as well. So like all the guns are automatically manned. So like you could be then on the main cannon shooting at another ship, but your anti-aircraft guns will still keep firing at aircraft that are around. So it would kind of, you know, it would kind of work. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you click a like button below. Comment on what you looking forward to in Warthunder, really, and whether you want to see some more Japanese. I kind of want to steer away from Russians right now because, you know, I feel dirty when I'm playing Russians. I really do. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new around here for more War Thunder, Battlefield 3, Minecraft, DayZ, and whatever the hell I decide to post on this channel. I'll see you next time.